Okay, hi everybody, it's Cookie Lou in Arizona, and it is Wednesday, October 3rd, and the time is 5:45. Well, guess what happened today? It was cataract surgery day, and that's what this is. That's my shield. It was a very interesting experience, I must say. Got there at 2:30 as I was supposed to. They took me right away. Paperwork probably went into the prep room about 3 o'clock. They started prepping me up and put an IV in, bracelets, all that stuff. Put 3 pillows underneath my knees to alleviate pressure on my back, which was nice. And they put a nice warm blanket on me. They suggested that I put on warm clothes because it is cold in that surgery room. It's approximately 67 degrees. So I put on some warm winter pants and I put on this little long-sleeved sweater type shirt. And I did take the warm blankets that were offered me as well. And they wheeled me into the room. And well, first my doctor came in, my surgeon came in, and he put me in a little machine, and he did some measurements of my eyes. They put some about 4 drops of numbing lotion in my eye. The anesthesiologist came in. He said what he was going to do. He was going to give me a little something in my IV to make me relax. It won't put me to sleep. It'll just make me take the edge off so I wouldn't be anxious because I have to be awake throughout the whole procedure. And after the Dr. Maritsky took the measurements, which is, I think they do that like 3 times. I think they do it twice when they visit you in the office and they schedule the surgery, and then they do it again prior to surgery. And then once you get in the surgery room, the laser does measurements again. So they wheel me under the table, which is where this laser machine comes down. And he was putting some things, I think it was an injection, but I don't know what. It didn't feel like an injection, but I do know that they're supposed to put some kind of needle in your eye. And he said, I won't feel any pain. I'll just feel some pressure and maybe a little pulling. So he said, you're going to see a real bright light. And you're going to see like 3 little glowing heads, which is the laser that's going to be actually attached to your eye. It's going to suck onto my eye, like suction cup. So anyway, stay very, very still, Lucille, because if you move, talk, or sneeze, we're going to have to start all over again. And I'll be good. I'll make sure I'm really still. So I did see these 3 little lights that came in, a big bright light, and these 3 little blue, looked kind of like blue, like some kind of an alien machine. It was really weird. And I did feel some pressure and a little tenderness. No pain, really. And I did start to see like a little crackling, like little cracks in cellophane paper. And I said, oh, that's probably the cataract breaking up. And then I would feel him flush some cold liquid in my eye. And that's usually what they do. And then they suck off the pieces of the broken cataract. So I kind of knew, even though he wasn't telling me what was happening. And the whole procedure was probably 30 minutes at that. Because I was out of there by about 45 minutes. I was back in the waiting room, and my girlfriend left her. She's a LPN studying to be an RN, and she's taking some final classes before she takes her finals and gets pinned as an RN. So she was in class, and she said that she was going to leave a little early to come and pick me up. It takes about an hour for the drive from where her school is to where I was. So I told her not to do that, but I just called at 4 o'clock. I says, gee, they told me to expect at least 3 hours here. I says, and here it is 4 o'clock and I'm done. I says, but no problem, I'll just sit and wait whenever you get here. She says, well, I did leave about a half hour early, so she goes, it's going to take me about an hour to get there because I'm all the way by the airports where the classes were. So she did get there a little after 5 o'clock, and she took me home. She's such a sweetheart, Debbie. She's the nurse that took care of me when I had my brachioplasty, and she would come every day, and she would, take care of my incisions and my bandaging, and she took out the drain. She's really sweet. I'm so happy and grateful that I have her in my life, because when I need things, medical attention, I know I have somebody I can call. So, so that was it. It was different than I expected, but yet everything that I expected it to be. He said I did very well. I asked him how bad the cataract was, and he says, well, it was bad enough, but it wasn't the worst I've seen. It was average. But my vision was really, really bad. I mean, it was blurry and cloudy and very, very bad. Very bad. So I hope that this does help with my vision to correct it to the point where I don't need glasses for distance. And if I do, it'll be a lesser prescription, won't be as thick a lens. But I will need glasses for reading still, which I don't mind doing. So on the 17th, 2 more weeks, I have to go for the other eye, my left eye. This shield has to stay on for 24 hours, so tomorrow morning I can take it off, and then I have to continue with the eye drops. Speaking of which, eye drops, 3 eye drops that I needed to have for this surgery. I needed to start taking 2 of them 3 days before the surgery. 1 eye drop was like $87 for a little tiny bottle. And I had to put that in every 4 hours for 3 days in a row. Then there was another little bottle of eye drops called Prolenza. That was $285, I think. And then there was another little one that I have to put in after surgery. So the first week now that the surgery's done, I have to put this other drop in. But it was $380 plus for 3 little tiny bottles of eye drops. I just hope that it's going to be enough to get me through the second eye, because I hate to have to buy that again. It should be. It should be enough. I don't know, because I have to keep putting these drops in for 2 weeks. Yeah, there was one little nurse thing that was a little on the rough side. She kind of manhandled me a little bit. She said, let me see that eye. She put drops in there, and then she put a piece of tape over it and walked away, and then she ripped the tape off. She said, let me see. Oh, okay, put more drops in. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm checking the dilation, and we have to dilate your eye. And then she had me taped up, and then she ripped off the tape, and I felt like she was... They had to tape something to my eye. It was probably the laser thing. They strapped me down. They really secured me with strapping, and then they had to put something on my eye, and then they put tape like this, and then when they were removing it after the procedure, she ripped that tape off. I swear to God, it felt like she ripped my face off with the tape. Oh, wow. I hope I have some skin left. And then they put more tape on again to put this shield on. So I don't know. It's really annoying. The worst part is having to go all day and night with this thing on my eye. But anyway, guys, that's my cataract procedure that I had done today. I'm grateful that it's over. I just pray to God that it does everything that I hope that it'll do to correct my vision. And the price to use the laser was $1,500. Medicare would have paid for the whole thing with no out-of-pocket on my part if I had him do a manual scalpel slicing of the cataract, and I really didn't want to do that. I would much rather him work with the laser machine. It's more precise, more accurate. It's more tender on the eye. You have less problems, quicker healing, less problems with possible infection, so it was worth the $1,500. I mean, it is your eye. You have to do the best you can to make sure that things go right. And then another close to $400 for eye drops, so it's close to $2,000 for the eye. And now I got to do it again for the other one. Oh well. But they're my eyes, they're the windows of the soul, and I love to be able to see, and being able to see more clear is something that I'm looking forward to doing. Okay, guys, that's it. I wanted to give you the details on my surgery today, and I hope everything is going well for you. I'll check in again when I get the patch off. Let you know how well I see. Okay, bye-bye.